Hello friends, once again welcome on our channel PCS Baba powered by Lok Sabha Academy. So hope you are doing well and you are fine and you are safe at home in this COVID-19 pandemic crisis. We are all having a lockdown of from last 1 month. So hope you are safe and please follow the instructions. Don't go out without any work. Stay at home and stay safe. Okay, fine. So now today we are going to discuss a very important analysis regarding UPPCS Uttar Pradesh Public Service Commission, which has just 2-3 days before released the notification for 2020. So forms are opening and a notification has come, so you can apply for this examination. So today we are going to discuss regarding this UPPCS Uttar Pradesh Public Service Commission 2020 in detail. Now the specialty of this session, this lecture, this video is that today we are going to discuss the complete pattern of UPPCS with respect to first for working professionals, working people who are doing some job in IT sector or in some state government, some SSC or some other states they are in some cities, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi, but they are not getting good time, they are not getting proper time to prepare for this examination, but they have passion, they have interest in this prestigious examination, but they don't have much guidelines and don't have much information about how to prepare, how to start. So today we are going to focus on this. First thing for working professional. Second is that UPPCS, basically it is thought that in UP mostly aspirants are appearing in Hindi medium. So for English medium aspirants, especially who are from IT background, who are from engineering background, they prefer content and lectures and other things in English medium, English language. For UPPCS, it is, I have observed that sometimes they don't have good content or good guidance, good lectures in English, how to proceed. So today we are going to discuss about this English medium. Then freshers. I have just already told that working professionals who have not started this UPPCS preparation, but they want to start their preparation for UPPCS. So for them it is very important, this video is very important. It will give you insight how to start, it will give guidance how to start, and hope and I believe, just believe me that after watching this you will have a clarity that you should prepare for this prestigious examination. Very prestigious, you have a lot of responsibility, you will have a lot of satisfaction when you come in this service, and obviously you will have a lot of prestige. Many IT industry people I have met who are working in good private companies, big MNCs, getting lakhs of package, lakhs of salaries, but they are not satisfied because they don't have much prestige and responsibility. Their work is not recognized at some broader level, at society level. They are just working for some company and they are getting good amount of money, but now that is not quenching their satisfaction. It is not giving them satisfaction in long term. So they want to prepare for this civil services examination, UPSC and state examinations. So for them it is very important to know, first of all, before starting any preparation or any project, it's like a project PCS 2020. For starting any project, first you need to understand nature. Feasibility study is very important. I think from engineering background people are understanding what is meaning of feasibility understanding. For any project, first feasibility understanding is done. So this is also very important. For this we are going to have a feasibility study of this UPPCS 2020, which is going to be conducted in the month of June, July or August. Till now they have not declared the dates. Okay, fine. Okay friends, so so as you see the target to UPPCS 2020 special for working people, pattern and syllabus. So this is just I wanted to make one just quick difference with for this initiative. This is an initiative of PCS Baba powered by Lok Sabha Academy. One website, dedicated website is pcsbaba.com, which is dedicated for UPPCS by aspirants only. It is not by any institute, but it is the group of aspirants, senior aspirants, selected candidates who wanted to have a platform where they can share their knowledge, they can guide the students. A very realistic, no nothing like that. All institutions, big institutions, they talk a lot of things, they give you so much institutionalized things, but that is not relevant much in this changing pattern of UPPs and other examination. So we will provide you the guidance from very realistic and from people who are already in this examination cycle. So they will guide you, provide you guidance in a very realistic manner. Okay, fine friends. So pcsbaba.com is our website and YouTube channel also, PCS Baba powered by Lok Sabha Academy. So there you can get more videos and more PDFs and other details slowly. Okay, fine. So now our focus is pattern and syllabus, UPPCS, how to become PCS officer in UP Uttar Pradesh. Mostly we are going to focus. So okay, fine. So friends, as you can see the UPPCS latest exam pattern. First we will see what is the latest exam pattern. As I have already told you that today we are going to talk in detail from very basic, because it is video for working people, freshers who have not started till now their preparation, but they want to start their preparation. They will have a complete guidance, as they can see. So we are going to talk from very basic. Okay, fine. So here you can see that there are 3 stages in UPPCS examination. Once you fill the form, you have to pass 3 stages to become a PCS officer. Okay, so there are basically 3 stages, 3 cycles. Stage 1 is a preliminary examination, stage 2 is mains examination, and stage 3 is interview. Here you can see in screen. So there are 3 stages for this UPPCS examination. Okay, fine. Now one by one we will see in detail what is the pattern, what is the nature of each stage. Slowly we will understand. Okay, fine. Just to have a overview, like stage 1 is a preliminary examination, which will have objective type, multiple choice papers will be there, multiple choice questions will be, MCQs will be there. Then mains examination, it is written, means nature of this mains examination is conventional, written. You have to write the answers, not objective, but you have to write questions and answer like you have to written till now in your academics. So completely written, it is very important. This pattern was introduced in last year from 2019 in UPPCS. It was introduced in UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, long back, but UPPCS, they have adopted from last year this pattern, and they bent for this mains examination in conventional and written manner as it is as UPSC, and they have given the syllabus and everything. We are going to see what is the pattern. Okay, fine. Okay दोस्तों, then third stage is interview, personality test. We are going to see what is the number, what is the marking pattern, how many papers are there, everything we are going to see in detail. Just keep watching this video, and please subscribe this video and like this video if you find that this information is useful for you. Okay, fine friends. Okay, so there are basically sum up this whole thing till now we have discussed. There are 3 stages. One is preliminary exam, then second is mains examination, then third one is interview. If you clear this prelims examination, then only you will be allowed to appear in mains examination, and if you clear this mains examination, then only you will be allowed in interview. So this is not like that in one go, but step by step. If you qualify prelims, then you will appear in mains examination. If you qualify mains examination, then you will appear in interview. Fine friends. Okay, Okay, now we are moving to prelims examination pattern. Okay, fine friends. So now we are going to see what is the pattern of preliminary examination, which is the first stage of UPPCS 2020. As you can see that the exam consists of two papers. Okay, and both exams are of 2 hours. There will be two papers. Each paper will have 2 hours time duration. Okay, paper 1 is general studies and paper 2 is CSAT. Fine friends, I hope you are getting. So general studies will be of 200 marks, 150 questions. There will be two papers. First one is general studies and there will be 150 questions and total marks will be 200. 150 questions, 200 marks, and it will be objective type questions, multiple choice questions, MCQs. Okay, then paper 2 is CSAT. It will be also have 200 marks and 100 questions. 200 marks, 100 question, and GS 200 marks, 150 questions. One thing here very important to note that CSAT paper 2 is qualifying in nature, means its marks will not be counted for making the merit of preliminary examination. Just you have to score 33% in CSAT, then only your GS1 paper will be evaluated. Please, very important information. Just please note down. Make a note. I forgot to mention it specifically, but just make a note that CSAT is a qualifying in nature, means you have to just get minimum 33% in this paper, but the merit will be counted based on only GS1, general studies paper 1, 150 questions. Out of 200 only merit will be counted, but you have to qualify. If you don't qualify in CSAT, your copy will not be evaluated. Okay, fine friends, I hope you have understood the nature and pattern of preliminary examination. This is just a pattern I am discussing. Detail we will see that what is the nature, how many papers and other things. Okay, fine friends. So this till now we have discussed preliminary exams pattern. Okay, moving forward. Now, as you have understood that preliminary examination there will be two papers, GS1, and in GS1 now we are going to see what are the areas which are very important. First we are going to focus on preliminary examination, then next video we will talk about mains pattern and syllabus and everything. So GS, general studies paper 1, first you have to prepare. One thing I was just I want to say that CSAT paper is just qualifying nature, and you need not to, if you are having engineering background or any technical background, any professional, it is not much difficult for you to get 33% marks in CSAT by simple, or either if you are having humanity background also, you can get 33% very easily by putting small efforts, by solving some papers and some aptitude questions and other things. You can get qualified in CSAT paper. Okay, but you have to prepare based on your strength. You have to see previous papers and try to solve. If you are comfortable, then you need not to focus much on CSAT. So here we are going to focus on only GS1, general studies paper 1. Fine. Okay friends, then here we can see that the pillars of prelims GS1. What are the subject areas which are very important for GS1, general studies? So we are going to discuss what are the pillars of prelims examinations. So here you can see that pillar 1 is history. You have to, first pillar is history. You have to study history completely because it is very important for UPPCS. Many questions you can find from history section. So it is very important section from prelims examination point of view. In this there are ancient history, then medieval history, then modern history. In detail we will see. So first you have just make a note that history you have to read medieval, ancient and modern. There are books also. We will have a discussion, we have a video where we can prescribe which books are important for UPPCS and all the details we will talk. Okay, fine. Okay friends, now moving to the second pillar is political science. It is very important. Polity is also very important and very much relevant, and very many questions you can find in prelims. And one thing very important, just I have observed that the questions of polity is very easy. 90% questions are very easy. If you have prepared completely, you can solve this section. Polity is an area where you need not to do much effort, but you can solve most 90% questions by putting just small effort. So this area, just don't make any mistake. Then third is geography. You have to study NCERT books from 11th 12th and 6th to 12th mostly you can cover, and books we will see. So I'm just giving you the overview, what are the subjects and what are the pillars, what are the areas where you have to focus. So geography you have to focus 3. Then moving forward, then pillars 4 is environment and ecology, very important. And this I can say that this is the most productive pillar, where you have the output ratio is very input and output ratio is very high. Means by putting small efforts you will get a lot of output. You can gain good marks in this area. So environment and ecology, very simple section, and you have to just read the basic things, some 1 or 2 books. You can have a command over this and just follow the current affairs. So this area is very important, environment and ecology. Then the economics pillar 5 is also very important, and mostly they are asking current affairs question, but conceptual areas also should be clear by reading NCERT books. If you are new, and if you are knowing, if you are old students, we are senior aspirant, you will be knowing that in UPPCS mostly they are focusing on current data. What is the GDP growth rate of India as predicted by IMF or World Bank, and like that they are asking questions. What is the GDP, what is the budget especially, what is the data, so what is the any schemes they are asking, which scheme is launched by which ministry. They are asking very schemes are very important in this section. Government schemes, mostly they are asking which scheme, which portal, which initiative is launched by which ministry, and what is the purpose of that initiative. So that you have to cover in detail. In economics they are not asking much conceptual question, very deep economics they are not asking, but you should have awareness about the government schemes and plannings and basic economic data, GDP, CRR, SLR, what is CRR, SLR, and other thing, growth rate, the things. Just you need to have a awareness about simple economics. Okay, fine. So need not to worry that you should have a very deep knowledge economics. No, not like that. Fine. Okay friends. Now moving to next pillar is science and technology. Science and technology is very important nowadays. For UPSC they are asking very good questions. For UPPCS also, now they have starting, till now they are focusing on basic physics, chemistry, biology. Mostly here something is that they are focusing on science. Till now they are not much focused, they don't have much focus on technology. They are asking questions from physics, chemistry, biology and technology, very simple question. But I think that in coming years they are going to change their focus on technology, science and technology, from pure science area. Okay, so this area also important. You have to just, if you are having 12th background, if you are having 12th with science background, so definitely just you have to revise, you have to just consolidate your knowledge. You can solve all questions related to science and science. And for technology or technological new things, you just need to cover the newspaper and other current affairs, from where you can solve these questions. Okay, fine. Now moving forward, now next pillar is current affairs. Just very important, covers all the things. Minimum 35 to 40 questions you are going to get in PCS examinations from this area, current affairs. Very simple, just you have to follow a continuous 1 or 2 initiative or magazines or websites where you have and very limited areas are also there. They are having a lot of questions which are very much predictable. means not questions but areas are very much predictable, that in which area they are going to ask question, on which area you have to focus for this current affairs. So this we are going to see in our separate video how to cover current affairs. But this current affairs, so and previous year's paper for prelims examination, minimum 30 to 40% questions, repeated questions are there. They repeat questions minimum till now. From the latest trend or till now the trend is there are 30 to 40 or 50% repetition is there. Very very important. Previous years papers you have to follow, you have to remember, you have to just cram it here. You have to not just study, just you should remember by heart these previous years papers if you really want to clear this examination. And for this there is a current affairs Purvalokan, which we are going to provide in form of some digital or something. So Purvalokan and current affairs previous years papers are very important. Just solve all the papers and definitely you are going to get 30 to 40% or sometimes 50% questions from this previous years papers. Okay, fine. Okay, so दोस्तों till now we have seen this complete pillars of preliminary examination. These are the areas which are important for prelims. So till now we have covered the whole prelims area. So this is the basic things for freshers or working professional who want to start their preparation. For them I think it is useful first to have a background or to have a basic idea that what are the subjects we have to study, what are the areas which are important for examination. So till now we have discussed in detail, we will discuss in our coming videos. So till now I think you have got the overview of this examination, how it is going to be conducted, what is the pattern, other things. Okay friends, now little bit I want to talk here, very important, because from 2019 the pattern is changed for mains and for prelims also. The difficulty level and the trend in preliminary examination of 2019, you can see that there is a shift in question forming. There is change in strategy of PCS examination. The nature of questions they are asking, they have changed. More applied questions, as you can see. From just see 2019 paper. If you want to really start your preparation, or you're doing it, even if you are senior aspirant, but you're so just go through the previous year's paper 2019. It is available on our website. Please pcsaward.com, visit there, you can find the previous year papers. So more applied questions, no direct questions, but many questions they have framed new and they have applied in nature, means application based. Theory they are not asking directly, but they are asking application of that theory. Okay, and also you can see that the less repeated questions from previously, the questions, number of questions, repeated questions are less as compared to other year in 2019-18. So there is a change in shift in trend. Okay, please, very important, because if you want to qualify these examinations, you need to have analysis of trend. What is the nature of preliminary examination? First you should have. So less repeated question. Then the next trend is increased importance of test series in practice. Yes, earlier what was happening, many previous year questions are asked and people used to remember, they know those answers by their heart, those answers are on their tip. But now as the pattern has changed and the nature of questions has become more applied in nature, so increased importance of test series in practice. Definitely my friends, this area, if you are lagging, you are going to face a lot of cost for this non-seriousness. Please focus on important test series in practice. Earlier it was not very much important in UPSC it is very important for getting a command over this preliminary examination. For due to change in trend in from 2019 and other years, it is going to be very important for test season. So we are also going to have some practice session and practice of some test series from our website pcsweb.com, or some initiative based on the some objective questions that we are going to start. So just keep visiting our website. And also one thing very important, negative marking from 2019 or 18 they have introduced the concept of negative marking. Earlier there was no negative marking in UPPCS. In UPSC it was there, but in UPPCS negative marking was not there in prelims examination plus, but they have introduced it now, and it has become very crucial for getting clear for clearing this preliminary examination. Earlier they used to have all the guesses, but now you have to take calculated risk and no blind guesses. So this you have to practice in test series, because earlier it was not very much important in test series. That's why I already discussed that. Okay friends, so please practice in time bound manner and see that what is your efficiency. Suppose you are attempting 120 questions, so how many of out of 120 how many you are getting wrong in many attempts. This you can analyze by giving test series and appearing in some mock test like practice session and other things. So this please don't fall in trap, don't make any mistake. This negative marking is going to play a very crucial role for clearing this preliminary examination, and prelims examination has become very important. If you don't clear this prelims examination, you have to wait for 1 year. Next year only you will get chance for appearing this examination. Okay, so this prelims examination is have become very tricky. You have to prepare for prelims in very tricky and very modern or very smart way. You need to follow very smart techniques for preliminary examination preparation, otherwise you will not able to clear. You will fall in trap and you will not get success in your goal. Okay friends, so I think that you have got the idea. Till now we have discussed these are the changes. And also the next trend is less number of students being qualified for mains. Yes, I think you must be knowing earlier it was 20 times, but now they have reduced, I think 13 or 14 times, I am not sure, just check it. But number of qualified candidates for mains examination they have reduced. This is also going to impact, because merit will be high based on the number of candidates being qualified for mains examination. Okay friends, so this then the next trend is UPSC candidates also appearing for UPPCS. Okay, earlier because the pattern was different for mains examination in UPPCS, so mostly UPSC aspirants they were not appearing for this UPPCS seriously. But now as the pattern is same for mains examination, also many UPSC aspirants who are nearby from UP or nearby UP states, they are trying to also get at least in UPPCS if they are not getting in UPSC. So please friends, here what I mean to say, why I have mentioned is this, because this shows that the competition is going to very tough, and you have to put your hard work in very efficient manner, very smart way. If you are not in studying, it is very difficult to get over this examination. Now UPPCS is not that much. Earlier it was very easy, not easy, but as compared to the present pattern, because it was mains was not conventional or written, it was objective questions, so it was little bit easier. But now it has become very I think you must have seen the mains paper also. You can 2019 mains paper examination papers, you will just see. We will discuss in detail what is the pattern of mains examination, how you have to prepare. But till now we have prelims, I think we have got the idea. So till now we have discussed this preliminary examination, that this is the pattern of prelims examination, and this complete change in trend and pattern and other things, if you focus, then you can prepare for this examination. Within 1 year you can get qualified, but you have to do very smart study, my friends. Just go through the 2019 prelims paper for getting more idea, insight about the nature of questions. We will have a discussion, we will have video of analysis of paper of 2019 But for this, I think today's video it is enough for today's session, today's video. To this video we have discussed till now prelims examination. Okay, fine. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I think that it is useful information for you. Please like and subscribe if you find this useful information from our YouTube channel. Okay, fine friends. Okay, so keep studying and be happy and be safe. We will have another video for the time being. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.